In a world of uncertainty and turmoil, one man stands alone, along with his faithful sidekick. A man who entertains and educates the masses weekly, 70% of the time. Born out of the dusty plains of Washington State, now from the coastal forests of Oregon. The man, the myth, the man, G23.
Welcome everyone to Saturday Evening Chess. This is episode 76. Tonight we have with us Mr. DM Foss, the co-host extraordinaire. Welcome.
Good evening.
And Rob D, the New York Outcast. Welcome.
Welcome everybody, except G23.
So we have M. Gabriel, who was first, Makojo, Gun-Loving Grandpa, Rob D was out in the crowd, G-Webs, Misha, Mr. CB, Michael Hurtneck, Gizzard Gary. So we have a good little crew out there. So got woke up at 5 o'clock this morning with the power going out and kind of wondered if I was going to be able to do the show tonight, which ended up, I guess, screwing Rob D.
Right.
So we got Defense Dad who just jumped in. Welcome. So I know G-Webs has been doing an advanced 2A on Saturday nights, like talking more 2A instead of like what's going on in the world and crap. How we can like advance the 2A. So I guess Defense Dad doesn't have Rona. He just has the normal sicko. So I want to congratulate Foss on 250,000 views on his little short video. What did you end up gaining? Almost 300 subs?
Something like that. It's crazy. I tried to make a funny little video to make my buddies laugh. Accidentally made a viral video. It's crazy. It's a 16-second video that it's like it's weird. I don't know how to. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's it's pretty funny if you actually think about it. I mean, a little clickbaity. I mean, and I completely understand what you were going at in that 16-second video.
Well, that's I did not intend it to be a clickbait video. Like I figured maybe 50 people would see it. And it's I was stating something that I had said on your chat and I had said on another chat about not wanting Kamala Harris, to be president. And then I made the video and bam.
I think Misha's got it right. The good old try to get popular, nothing. mess around and blow up. Yeah. Now I can be like, I remember back when Foss only had friggin' 15 subscribers. Now he's got a viral video.
It's just weird. Because now it's kind of taken on its own life because it's got like 8,000 comments, over 8,000 comments, something like that. 9,000. There's 9,000, or no, 1,000 comments. Sorry, 9,000 thumbs up.
And how many thumbs down? Because last I looked at it, that was back when there was like 137 thousand, and there was like I think 4,000 thumbs up. 137. What's going on, Mr. Artek?
Oh, staying upright.
Oh. Sorry about everything going on, and
Yeah. We're all ready for tomorrow as best as we can be.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Misha says that you went Rona status.
I still got Rona. Well, technically I don't. I'm still dealing with it.
Yeah, no, we're giving Foss a bad time about his 16-second short video that has gone like viral, dude. It's like 250,000 views.
Well, it's watching the comments. It's a whole bunch of people commented, and now they're talking to each other, which is really it's like its own separate thing where I lost control of it, and it's doing its own thing over there now.
Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad, but yeah. I just remember when you didn't do people's intros for them, and you only had like 300 subscribers. Now you're the big time.
Oh, big time.
I like the knife defense video. I think that one. I'm shocked that's not the one we're talking about in a sense. So
I know that one should have gone viral. Honestly,
I thought it was pretty funny.
So, Rob, what was your thoughts on his viral video?
I seen it, but I can't recall exactly how it went. I seen it last week when it first came out, I think. So I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff since then, so I can't say 100%.
Yeah, I watched it and I was laughing my ass off so bad that I handed the phone to the wife and let her watch it. So there was like probably 3 views right there because I think the wife watched it a couple times.
Well, I hadn't even, I did the Biden one first because I was annoyed at his mandates. And I don't do politics on this channel. And I was annoyed, and so I made that video, and that gave me the idea to do the other video. Look what happened. It's like stepping on a landmine. You don't see it, and bam.
Yeah. Misha asks, how much did Foss charge to come on the show today?
Well, out of the 4 of us here, I'm not the one that's monetized.
Right? Give it a couple days, you'll be at that status.
Don't send me
Wait a
any
minute,
of
that shot at me.
But I am gonna do a giveaway. It was supposed to be the 500 sub giveaway, but we've kind of gone past that a little bit. And I'll make a video and put it out Monday. Let it run until Friday. Anybody that wants in will just have to comment on the video, say they want in. And then I'll probably fire up a chat before yours next week. Just, a short one, like 10, 15 minutes to do a live drawing.
So, Gunpowder says for 4 easy payments of $39.95 was the cost of the intro, right? No. You gotta add like 2 more zeros to each of those 4 payments. That's what that video cost.
I don't charge anything.
Yeah. So, I guess I could. But, so how's Tori doing?
She's doing the dishes right now.
I didn't say what's she doing. I said how's she doing.
She's doing the dishes right now. She ain't doing well. No, she's held up pretty good.
What? Misha's moving to Corvallis? I don't know.
Is that still in California?
It's in Oregon. I'm not sure that they'll allow you in there, Misha. You'll have to get rid of all your duck stuff and switch over to Beaver Nation. So, for you guys that don't know, Corvallis is the Oregon State Beavers, and then Eugene is the Ducks. And they always had the Civil War until here lately. Now they have to rename it. No, it's still the Civil War. It's North-South, I-5.
What are they going to rename it?
I forget what they started calling it last year. But it's still the Civil War. It's just like trying to tell Washington that you got to change the name from the Apple Cup. Not gonna happen.
Misha's getting spicy out there.
I know. He'll change his tune when he's living in Corvallis.
No, the Beavers uniforms aren't gaudy enough for him.
Personally, I like to see beavers shaved.
Gary says in Kansas,
At least trimmed well.
Exactly. Nobody likes a hairy beaver that you need a damn bushwhacker for.
That's half the fun, is to trim it on your way in.
I like to see them in their natural state.
So it's all about the woolly bullies then.
So, Mr. FNH
Talking hairy legs and everything. Ugh.
No.
Armpits. Talking about France now. Shit.
So, Mr. FNH says, got a Boyd's
My
Custom
neighbor.
Pro varmint stock with a few options. So, he finally got that. gunpowder's like Harry Beaver's like the 70s. We got Tread out there. Welcome, bud. Yep.
He got awful quiet. It's not answering those questions.
Well, I don't want this to turn into a porn chat.
I know. That's what I'm like.
All right, understandable.
There went a channel strike. All because my phone had to go and ring.
Gotta have some fancy ringtone. What you deserve starting late tonight.
So what was the deal with you not having no power?
Rain?
Oh, well, sounds like Tennessee sometimes. Oh, wait, you're in Oregon.
Well, it's been like 100, over 100, about 150 days since we had any measurable rain.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we got some rain, and one of the transformers, I guess, decided to blow and set the pole on fire. And yeah, oh, so Defense Dad's the responsible party for my channel strike. I'll show you guys what Defense Dad just sent me. So, I've been banned from Facebook and IG. Mainly IG. IG was collateral damage. They banned me from Facebook, and so they... Okay, well, I guess... Artak decided he was bailing.
Yeah, I think either Facebook owns Instagram now, or they're both owned by the same company.
Yeah, Facebook owns. So yeah, Facebook owns Instagram. Oh, maybe I could. Wow.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
It says rare picture of Kamala with her puppet hand uncovered. No, like they're like deleting my Facebook account. And so because they're deleting my Facebook account, it's taking away my IG page, and I am now banned permanently from both of them.
No, you're not. Just go in with under a different email like everybody else does. Have multiple accounts. That's how I got about 4 accounts.
Well, when they made the decision to ban that one account, somehow they found out I had 12 other accounts and banned every one of them.
Oh, just
12? My goodness.
well, how do you think you sell all that pot there in Oregon?
I had 13 accounts.
Criminal.
And so yeah, they
Get your new email address. Says I love JoeBiden.com or yahoo.com and go log in and then you'll be okay. You can post anything.
I will. I'll show you. They've decided that they did not seem to like something that I did. Somehow, I guess I violated their community standards because I shared a meme that everybody else was sharing.
I was just wondering if you were having audio issues for a minute. Seems like everything you were saying.
Yeah, I was trying to find stuff and trying to talk at the same time. I'm like, I can only focus on one task.
I got a picture of Biden that says 46th president, and the name on the side is some dumb fuck. Some Karen on there said, I was gonna report you to the Coast Guard. I said, good luck with that, bitch. I'm fucking retired.
So yeah, it says we suspended your account. Your account or activity on it doesn't follow our community standards. Your account is not visible to people on Facebook, and you can't use it. And
for 30 days, isn't it?
No, it says you have 30 days left to disagree. I disagreed back on the 6th, and they say, oh, it normally takes 24 hours for us to make a ruling. They haven't made a ruling.
Well, that's because somebody alive has to look through it. What was you posting like?
Just memes.
That was it.
Just
somebody
memes.
had to report you. Huh? Yeah.
It's all right, man. You should have better things to do. Not a problem.
Yep.
Okay. He's just hearing himself in the front row.
Yeah, defense dad, that could be a problem there.
We'll be in a minute.
So yeah. I don't think I have really truly violated. So the only thing I can think of that possibly is that, you know how they were saying that if you were saying anything negative about the Rona, they could ban your account. Well, I've got 3 friends on my Facebook page that are nurses. And so I just posted the question, how can you have 2 negative Rona tests and be a presumptive positive? And then shortly, probably a couple days after I posted that, I got that message.
Oh, yeah, that's it. They got you for the Rona.
So, I mean, it's not like I said anything negative. I just asked a simple fucking question. And
you're not allowed to answer it. You're not allowed to ask questions. That's the whole point. You're supposed to consume and obey. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. They're going to go. Because if they don't keep the narrative up and fear-mongering about it, then they can't keep control of the media because the media is starting to turn against Biden, if you haven't noticed, especially over
Yep.
Afghanistan.
It's like
So-
that Nicki Minaj crap going on now.
Yeah, now Jesus, she's been real red pilled real quick. No, she's not. She's not a conservative. She's just telling the damn truth.
Yeah, but then she said, "Well, I'm never using Twitter again." Now she's using Twitter, and she's gonna go to the White House. And then the White House is like, "We never said you to come here. We said for you to call." So, yes. Well, if it keeps raining, then I'll be able. The fire hazard will lower, and I'll be able to go back to shooting. But until the fire hazard comes down, all the areas that I shoot in are considered a no-go. You get caught shooting out there, you're going to go to jail, period.
So when you go, you're going to take tracer rounds, right? If you're going to go to jail, might as well catch your place on fire.
Well, if I was going to do something like that, I would go to a little shop we have close by, get some of the dragon breath, and get some.
Oh, that's not good enough.
You can't afford the restitution. Don't even kid yourself.
And get some of the 50 BMG that are loaded in 12 gauge slugs.
Yeah, that'd work.
If I'm going to do it, might as well go out big, Really,
if you're going to go for the Gusco, you got to go big. So, yeah, might as well just go get the 50 there and just light the trees up and sit there and sing Kumbaya. That way, when the cops come by, they can tase you 50 damn times.
So, CB says FB shut down 230,000 accounts at one time in Oregon. All 3% people. Well, depending on when they did it, I guess I could have been caught up in that because I do have a lot of 3% stuff in my posts.
Is that kind of like the rally that happened that was supposed to happen the day that no one showed up to? Did you all see that post from Iraq veteran 88? Yeah, he had posted it yesterday on his Instagram, and it says, the FBI come to my door and asked me if I was at the January 6th riots, and then asked if I was going to the rally on the 18th. And I'm like, what fucking rally are you talking about? I ain't heard of nothing. And then on today, the Capitol Police on the NBC posted on Facebook, the Capitol Police was not taking no chances this time. All 300 protesters that showed up were corralled. It was like 300 people. Okay, good job.
So
you idiots.
Trent says even lead bullets. When they say zero shooting in the hills, they mean absolutely zero. It's not really the fact if you're around what rounds you're shooting. So your brass is the way how hot and dry it's been lately. Any single thing that can spark a fire. So if the shell casing sits on the dry grass for too long, they have all these different little things that they're going with. And most people, if you're going out shooting, you may use tannerite, or if you're shooting glass bottles, the sun can then go through the glass, which could then, cause a fire. So that's the
cost of ammo. Who's paying for tannerite nowadays? Many assholes shooting glass bottles should be forced to walk barefoot out there to pick it up.
But yes,
Who the hell makes glass bottles?
and especially, bottles, any of that, bottles, cans, plastic bottles, those are all 10 cents a piece. They cost money to shoot. Just saying.
I hadn't turned in glass bottles since I was about 10.
Well, yeah, but you guys don't
I've
even.
seen people do it here. Yeah, unfortunately, they break limbs of pine trees and then just stick glass bottles on the little busted branch and shoot them off and just leave it there. Which, like I said, personally think they should be forced to clean that up without shoes. Shoot them off and just leave it there.
Yep. I've seen people that do that kind of stuff. I mean, I've seen like Red Bull cans in the trees and stuff like that. And so one of the areas that I would go shooting in, they're pretty, they've put up cameras and stuff to catch people that are starting to leave the garbage and crap. Because it's all
start shooting the cameras.
It's all private property. No, the thing is if you whatever you take out there and you shoot, clean the fucking shit up and take it back with you. There's no reason to leave crap out in the hills. I mean, it's always been whatever you carry in, you carry back out. And now everybody's like, oh, well, I'll take it in, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave a friggin' refrigerator. Well, you know what? You're the reasons why we are losing places to go shooting. If you can't clean up after, then...
I agree. I mean, not just the wildlife, the safety, the people out there hiking around, their kids trip on a bunch of glass bottles and crap. It's ridiculous. I think, you would like to think you wouldn't treat your yard that way. So what the hell are you doing treating, the land like that where you have the right to come shoot and use? Like, you had permission to use at your leisure. Why abuse it? It's crazy. I don't understand people with that stuff.
But yeah, I don't know. It gets irritating. Is it they're gonna shut down, and you're gonna be forced to only shoot at ranges, which then it's gonna be a pain in the ass because certain ranges won't let you shoot video at, or you can't draw from a holster at some of the ranges. There's different rules, and stuff. It's like, what? I want to go set up cameras and have some fun. If I decide I'm going to go mag dump, I want to be able to mag dump, and not be like, oh, well, I could lose my range membership because I decided to friggin' mag dump. If I want to flex on and waste 30 rounds of 40 in like 2 seconds, I should be able to do that.
Draw from the holster, or work on some drills, shooting from the prone position. A lot of places got some funny rules. You're locked into that little box or little cubby with this, strict supervision and strict rules. It kind of sucks, in my opinion. I was way more happier shooting out in the woods than I ever was in a range, like any kind of club range or anything like that.
I like shooting on the indoor ranges, especially when it's hot as balls outside and or it's cold as hell. So I mean, like at the range that I do most of mine, you're not going to draw from the holster. Well, there's a damn solid table there in front of you. What happens? You'll have some people pull out and shoot the damn table. You know what I mean? Or hit the table and pull the trigger. So I've seen stupid shit like that. So I definitely understand why they do the no holster thing. Now where I'm at, they could care less about mag dumps. Of course, we do it all the time, so they never think of it. Now there's one down in Chattanooga. It's called Carter's, and we go and shoot there. You can shoot rifle indoor there, but it's only 25-yard range. They do not, and I repeat, they do not like mag dumps. And they're very sensitive about what ammo you shoot. So, and then what caliber it is too, because of the backstop. Not too long ago, and Nighthawk Medic brought it up one time, where the range caught on fire down there because somebody was down there shooting tracer rounds and caught the rubber in the back at the backstop on fire. Had idiots down there shoot the damn AC unit one time, which sucks because it got hot that damn place. And then what caliber you're shooting? They max you out at 308. Anything going faster than 3,200 feet per second, they're going to frown upon. So you're not shooting no 243 Winchester or 300 Win Mag down there, which I can understand. So I can understand some of the rules, but they definitely hate mag dumps because they've come out there and got on me a couple of times about doing mag dumps, especially with a 308. So, or pistols, they just. The range, really what it is that the range is at the very limits of what we're doing there, shooting wise, 308 wise, So, yeah, that's some of those ranges. And I understand that. Ranges I dislike is like if you're out at an outside range and at some club or something, and you got a range officer there breathing down your damn neck. That's not necessarily needed because that, like you said, it takes fun out. Just going out, like if I go out to my buddy's Tyler's place and shoot out there at his place, we can shoot tannerite. We can pretty much do anything we want to within reason. And you're right, Rob. It is a lot better. It seems to be more enjoyable. So
definitely. Well, you don't have the restrictions of the safety for liability reasons or things like that.
Right, exactly.
There is some comforts to an indoor range. I would state, when you get something new, sighting it in, pushing a button is a lot easier than walking back and forth, setting up targets and stuff. But once you do that, unless you're a bullseye shooter, it gets kind of old, in my opinion. You can't shoot steel, for example, in some cases, or movement's limited, even direction that you're pointing a gun. I mean, obviously, especially if you got that range officer there, which all makes sense in a tight area with people at different levels, and you're not sure of, within reason. But the other downfall is in some areas like mine, I would state. Like, you can't just decide to go to a range one day. Like, you got to, hunt people down, sign up, try to fill out, information and application, wait, hope you know somebody and somebody vouches for you so you can get a slot into the place. Like,
right.
And then, like, you better be there at that spaghetti dinner or you're going to get, like, the stink eye. You know what I mean? And even though you pay, you better donate. Or you're going to get the stink eye. Like, it's a damn, I don't know, a mob club or something. I don't know what's going on.
That's exactly what that's how
I got to work. I can't be at every spaghetti dinner. I got kids and shit to do. You know what I mean? So it's a social thing too, in a sense, and that sucks because a lot of us we get off work a couple hours early and we got clearance. We want to hit the range or so. We don't. It's just it's a pain. Some of these places you got to hop through way too many hoops.
Yeah, that was like there's two of those ranges like that here. The one in Chattanooga didn't have a range person there all the time, and they didn't have the mandatory spaghetti dinners, but they did have mandatory range cleanup.
They're voluntary technically, but
Right. Yeah, and it was mandatory. I mean, they didn't have. Okay, yeah, I'm spending $350 a year to be a member here. You got card access. You can go anytime. You can only shoot during daylight hours, which is fine. I had access to a 500-yard range but you had to call ahead and reserve that because where you shot at 500 yards is where you came in at the gate. So you had to mark that off. But if you wanted to shoot 300 yards, 200, 100 rifle range, you was good to go. So there's one here in Cleveland that probably sometime next year I'll get into, and I'll see how it is. But yeah, I know those mandatory things is kind of a voluntary mandatory. It's not kind of like military. Thanks for joining, or thanks for volunteering to do this. Oh no, I had no choice. You're right. You get the stink eye from some of the older members.
Yeah, well, I got a question coming in the door after being a member for a while. Like, stopped by two guys asking me if I got a permit and what guns do I have. Like who the hell are you? They didn't even want to let me in the place.
Oh,
so I mean, there's a range that's not too far away, and they have indoor, outdoor range and stuff, and they do cowboy action shooting there. They also have archery at that place, so you can do all, and you have private fishing access. So,
cool.
And they've got a campground and all different kinds of stuff that's there. So it's like $100 a year. Indoor, outdoor range, 24-hour access. I don't know about outside, if you can access the outside 24 hours a day. I haven't looked into that. But yeah, there's certain days that you can't shoot due to the fact that they're doing, whatever, which is fine. If they're having a cowboy action, so you can't go outside, you can't use the outside, you still have access, I think, to the indoor ranges and stuff. It may be something I have to start looking into due to the fact of how bad the weather's been being, and we're not well, thanks for RTAC being on. So, yeah, with all the fires and crap that have been going on lately, it's really cutting into being able to go and shoot in the hills. So, depending on what all their restrictions are and everything, will be what my determining factors are if I'm going to join there or not.
Well, sounds like if you want to keep shooting, you don't have a lot of choice, especially if there's going to be, bans on you going out to shoot, anywhere else.
Yeah, there's another range that's a little further of a drive. And I've heard some good things about that range. Like there's less Nazi range officers there. So I may look at that too. See what their membership cost is and what all they offer at that spot, Gunpowder Beauty says that they've been practicing with the bow here at the house, so my 7-year-old can be ready to get a deer this year. Hell yeah. Yeah, I like being able to shoot outside a lot more than being confined inside. and being able to shoot in the hills is a hell of a lot funner because you can be out pretty much all by yourself, except whoever you have with you.
You still there? You cut off?
Going to the ranges and stuff. My internet's cutting in and out, huh?
Think so. See, it could be my end. I don't know.
No,
Seem to be.
I looked up. I looked up at a corner, and all of a sudden, I saw the internet location on the screen saying that I was pretty much out, and I'm like, crap. So Carolina EDC's out in the crowd. He's got a link if he decides he wants to jump in. What were you going to say there, Rob?
Well, it sounds like you just might need to move, man, because, between living in a kindling box and the regulation and the internet, it just doesn't seem to be working out for you.
I think you and Carolina are in a conspiracy there.
No conspiracy. Just, reading what's written on the wall, man. I don't know.
Yeah. It's charter internet, so gotta deal with that crap. And if I could get the wife to agree to move to Missouri, I'd be ready to go. I'm ready to move to a free state. And there's a lot of manufacturing facilities in Missouri. So I could get a job easy.
I don't know. Isn't that the place where ladies crack your ankles with sledgehammers and keep you locked to beds?
I'm not moving in with gunpowder. What are you talking about? And see, even gunpowder says, move here. No, I am not going. I am not going to go to Arkansas. I don't have any family I can marry. But we love you, gunpowder. That's the only reason why we pick on you. See, there, Rob, now you're trying to get me in trouble. Just because you go and screw up your dinner and get your woman mad at you, now you're going to try to get me in trouble?
It's your fault, damn it.
Cocoa Puffs?
You started on time. I never would have had to cook. And it couldn't have got screwed up as bad as it did. Okay? I wouldn't be eating this Boo Berry cereal right now.
Oh. I see how it is.
you would have just paid your damn bill. This never would have happened.
Right? Joe says, misery sucks. Come south of the border, the northwest Arkansas. Yep. He says, plenty of sheep here you can marry. I have no clue what he's talking about. We got indoor. Oh, plumbing. Yeah, but you guys have to have gun permits to be able to, like, buy firearms. I'm ready to go to a free state. Constitutional carry, Pro 2A, all that.
They don't check for warrants.
My dad's side of the family is from Missouri. So, Tread says South Carolina or Tennessee. I lived in South Carolina for a year. It wasn't bad. So, I'm not sure that Ghost Tactical wants me living that close to him. I'm pretty sure he's got like a restraining order that covers the state of Arkansas, where I can't move there. I can go visit, I just can't stay. And there's another reason why. Mo is pretty much saying, see, and I'd still be like a couple hour drive. Welcome, Mr. Carolina EDC. How's it going?
Howdy. Doing good. How about y'all?
Not bad at all.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Not much. Eat something good for dinner?
Say that again?
Did you eat something good for dinner?
Oh, yeah. I always eat good, man.
Lucky.
That's how I stay fat.
See, Rob, he's got a wife that loves him and cooks for him. He doesn't have to try cooking.
I have my shares of cooking, so she don't do it all.
Talk crap about you.
So what's new?
Not much. Finally got power back about 2 hours ago. So,
Why do you power out?
rain caused the transformer to blow and catch the pole on fire.
Wow.
It's been so damn dry here that, yeah.
Yeah, we not
What do
gonna
they do?
get
Put
some
your
rain
poles
here.
like a foot in the ground?
Probably. I'm used to, like, back home, all the electricity is buried underground. All your friggin' internet is buried underground. So, like, that's what they need to do down here. It's bury the electricity and internet and crap, and you wouldn't have all this problems because you can then isolate zones and be able to reroute power easily. It's so much easier to take care of.
Yeah, we're not supposed to get rain here till tomorrow night, starting for the next 3 days.
I heard the story, and I'm pretty sure he is trying to. I definitely would blame Rob
What?
for all of it. You can read the comment on the screen.
No, G23's fault.
You can't blame me just because I started an hour late. Okay, like 2 hours
That's
late.
what started the whole cycle, man.
Oh. Okay, Rob, you're just going to have to tell the story because now Gunpowder wants to know.
Oh, man. All right, well, because he didn't start on time. The lady, had a headache prior to that. He didn't start on time. She was like, great, now you can cook. And I thought she was kidding, but she wasn't. And so I'm trying to clear the freezer out to make more room. Like cycle things around so it's, it doesn't stay in there forever, get frostbitten. So pulled out some shit we just had, kind of threw it together, trying to make something work, and it didn't come out well. It was pretty bad. It was bad to the point that the cat wouldn't even eat it. And as we probably all know, cats will eat dead people. So it was pretty bad. And I put all the blame on G23. He cursed me.
Well, I got big shoulders. I can handle the blame. Yep. There you go. Oh, good God, man.
Oh, it was bad. It's not just me, my broke ass oven just shut off halfway through cooking. That screwed everything up. So I had to try to, figure that out when it was supposed to be done. Other stuff was already done. So then I had to get down there and beat on the goddamn thing with a can opener to get it fired up again. Dude, I paid $150. So then I'm trying to work this all out, and it just turned out bad, man.
So I guess takeout saved you, huh?
I'm sorry, what's that?
I said takeout saved you, huh?
Cereal.
Oh, Lord.
Oh. Moose says, what the hell did you cook, Rob?
Oh,
Mystic
man.
says,
It gets better.
Gunpowder Beauty says the cat wouldn't eat it, and you tried to feed it to your family? and
We found that out after.
Rob's a contractor. Everything is a hammer, including a can opener.
American can opener.
Oh, yep. Yeah, Rob. You're probably never going to live this down.
Nah, it was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. At least the kid was nice. She was like, "Thank you very much. Dinner was great," and she went to throw it away.
Rob, Mr. Knives says he wants to try it. He says he's here for the free
He
food.
wants to try it.
And I guess your woman says you definitely know what that means. I feel like the wife should blink twice if she needs to be saved.
Like, if it was
you're in
something I
trouble, right?
normally cook, it would have been good. Like, the stuff I cook is delicious.
She's blinking. She needs to be saved. Oh.
This was some random, last minute stuff. In the oven, he put a curse on the damn thing.
Oh, so welcome MCK. Have fun at work. And this is definitely being a crazy harass Rob. Well, it looks like Rob, you're on your own, according to Gunpowder.
Fact, peanut butter and jelly.
And the woman says, "Thank you." So yeah, you're done. You're in big trouble right there. So welcome PNW and Mr. Knives. Oh, crap! Right there. There you go, Rob. You can read that comment.
That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. I can cook, man. This was different stuff. The oven was working against me. It was a curse. God.
Rob's only good at tossing salads.
That's messed up.
Oh, I'm sorry, fixing salads. I meant fixing salads.
I can make some good cookies.
Oh. Yep. So you're still not even telling us what you attempted. What was the dish that you tried to kill your family with? So when we come over for, to visit, and all of a sudden we say, hey, we're going to have, whatever, we can be like, yeah, we're going to
I wouldn't make this for guests.
Oh, you wouldn't make it for guests, but you're going to make it for your own damn family? Really?
This isn't even something I'd buy. It was a gift to begin with.
So if you wouldn't buy it, it was a gift. Sounds like it should have been. It sounds like it should have been thrown in the garbage, and you should have done something else.
I probably should have done something else, but it was a gift, and I didn't want to waste it. It was, wait a minute, wait for it. Let's see, family owned for over 100 years. Omaha Steak Company. Chicken fried beef sirloin steak fritter.
That doesn't. No, that.
Came in a fancy box and everything.
Oh, so now the truth comes out. Yesterday, Rob was saying he wants to challenge Midnight to a bake-off, and then he tried killing his
I
family
was trying
today.
to use my stove.
Oh,
Damn that woman.
oh, this is being great. You know. So, Rob, you thought you were gonna throw me under the bus, and it looks like you're getting backed over. That bus.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Not cool, man. Not cool. So yeah, I mean, come on. People like that chicken fried beef sirloin steak, right?
It says who?
Chicken fried steak. I don't know. Society.
Dude, if
Person that bought it.
if I'm having chicken fried beefsteak, I am going to be having that in the South, where they know how to actually cook it right, not some damn Yankee trying to cook it.
It smelled good.
Even your buddy Moo is shoving you further and further under that bus.
Oh my gosh. If I was to say that, I'd be like hanging myself. That's ridiculous, Moo. That is absolutely unheard of. It's a waste of food. It's a damn disgrace to even think of something like that.
But it's the truth. It's the damn truth. Yep. This person will probably agree with Moo and I that it's the truth. See, even Defense Dad says there's an art to making chicken fried steak.
That's one art I clearly don't know. Apparently, it's 400 degrees, 12 minutes on one side. Flip steak, bake an additional 10 to 12 minutes until internal temperature reaches 165. So, didn't seem that difficult.
That is a good point. You cannot do chicken fried beefsteak out of a box. I guess she switched
Well, then
account.
why is it in our freezer?
And then she's like, Gunpowder Beauty says, "How do you fuck up anything from Omaha Steak Company?" So it definitely comes back to you. Gizzard says chicken fried steak, taters, and gravy, best damn thing in the world. Yes.
Well, I also had some apple and cinnamon. I don't know. It looks like pie filling. It's just apples and cinnamon. And I mean, it was that I thought that was good, but the lady thought it was good, but the kid didn't care for it. That came out all right from there.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know, Rob. I'm trying to figure out a way to help you out, and I can't. I cannot see a way of justifying anything to make it so that
I made cornbread too. It's fucking cornbread. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. But I followed the directions. I'm telling you that the oven going out is what screwed me, man.
How long did the oven go out? Like 2
I
minutes?
don't know. Like at least 12.
So honestly, you were not paying any attention.
Well, no. If you keep opening it up, it don't cook. What do you mean?
Don't you have a glass piece on the front where you can then hit a switch and turn the light on and see through your glass?
Dude, I don't know. I paid $150 for this thing. Yeah, but it don't work.
Well,
You don't know. You look at it. It either has a window in it or it
I
doesn't.
don't look at it.
you had one job, Rob, and you attempted to kill the family by dinner. Oh, there's some
I
insult.
should have just made one of my specials.
So, Burnaby says, "What I miss? I just finished dinner. Jalapeno poppers stuffed with Dove and 2 kinds of cheese." So, you missed the fact that Rob tried killing his entire family when trying to make dinner. And now he's trying to blame it on me because I didn't start my show on time because I didn't have power.
You know he cursed me, man.
Defense Dad says, "Okay, now, I'm done trying to help him. How do you fuck up cornbread mix? You're on your own, man."
I said the same thing earlier. How does that even happen?
Oh, Yep. Damn, Rob. What else is good with cornbread? You don't want Rob to cook beans and ham because he'll probably friggin' burn the beans and undercook the ham.
Damn, my lady is dying on the couch.
Oh, yep. And she probably agrees with 98% of us.
That's horrible. Like I'll admit it, dinner was a shame to even be considered dinner. I'll admit, but I can do better than that. You can't judge me by this dinner, okay?
Oh, Gunpowder says, "Oh my damn. Y'all got me crying laughing so hard. This shit is too funny." Gizzard says somebody needs to learn Rob how to cook real food.
That's one more reason real food is the way to go.
Do better? Well, you can't do any worse. Yes, he could. He could actually succeed in attempting to kill his family with his cooking. Don't make it. Don't challenge him there, Moo. No wonder he always eats a salad. You don't have to cook a salad.
Oh man. I do have a great track record with salad.
Mix cornbread mix half and half with cake mix and add cream corn. It's awesome. Bake it though, Rob. Bake it. Ozzy says it's only up from here. So.
You guys are something, man. Something. Like, look, at least the breading was good. The breading was good. The apple stuff was good. Yeah. Parts of it were good, man.
Oh, Gizzard. That's harsh. You read that one there, Rob? Jesse says, "Don't give him recipes. He don't need new ways to commit murder." Oh.
You guys would climb mountains for some of my food. This is horrible.
No, you're not painting a picture that's making it worth us trying to climb anything. Burnaby says, microwave mac and cheese? Maybe the $150 oven hindered him. Just saying.
It was an issue. See, at least somebody understands.
Mandatory Carry says, apparently we wouldn't. So,
Not my chicken fried steak, you wouldn't.
if I'm climbing a mountain, it's to not be killed by Rob. Ozzy says, Gary, do you think he could boil water and then till the pan is dry?
That's bullshit.
Defense Dad says, I screwed up Rice-A-Roni once, but I was 10. Oh. So.
Like, you guys, are perfect. I know. You're all absolutely perfect.
So have you decided that you should, get the woman some ice cream, maybe some strawberries, something like that to help get over your disaster tonight?
Matter of fact, I'm baking cookies as we speak.
In the $150 oven.
Damn straight.
Run. Just run. Oh. I'm saying you should probably go to the store, get some ice cream, some strawberries, and make her a damn strawberry milkshake. Get some whipped cream.
Dude, don't start trouble.
I'm just saying, you got to find a way to get out of this. While you're at it, you might get a dozen roses.
There is no getting out of this.
What's her favorite dinner from a nice restaurant? Buy a damn milkshake. Whatever. Some roses and some chocolates and nothing that you cook. It might help. And while you're at it, get her some damn Tylenol for her headache. Yeah, that's why I decided to say to go buy one. You're just getting further and further in that hole there, Rob.
That's total BS. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you.
I don't know. All the milkshakes that you've had on the show, you've always said the wife brought it to me or the wife made it. So she might be on a thing saying you don't know how to make a milkshake. She could be correct, and I'm going to probably lean a little more on her side. Probably a lot more on her side.
Oh man, you guys are trouble. I like guns. Guys like guns.
Yeah, we enjoy the hell
Did you
out of
just
them.
take your cookies out of the oven?
I know he probably has forgotten about them, and they're probably burnt by now.
No, they're good. I can't look at them, but they're good.
So Gunpowder says, I torture my husband. You, sir, tried to torture the whole family, including the cat. Oh.
I think the lady just tried to see what the cat would do for confirmation.
Oh, so now it's the wife's fault that the cat got involved.
Yeah.
So what you're saying?
Actually, it's your fault because you started all this. So anything that happens is all on you now. The oven being a piece of shit, that's your fault. It's all on you.
So what you're saying is that you care so much about the cat that you were willing not to torture the cat, but you still wanted to torture the wife and kids. Is that what I'm hearing correctly?
That's just ludicrous.
I'm not the only one that heard the exact same thing. I'm not the only one.
I swear, every time I come on here, it's getting more and more like CNN.
Oh. Mandatory Carry says, well, he got past the society's fault defense. Rob rhymes with snob, and since snob isn't here, it's pick on Rob night. Not a bad logic there.
Keep an eye on those cookies.
11 minutes left.
How long have they been in?
46 minutes.
9 minutes.
Cookies only take like 10 minutes to bake.
Not in my oven. It's 22 to be exact.
20. Is it candle powered? It's an easy bake oven.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, Rob. So, what 2A topic would you like to discuss to get you out of the dog pit?
Oh, I don't think there's any getting out of it, but changing the topic would be great.
So when are you gonna get a real firearm and get off that M&P?
42 minutes.
Hey, whoever made that hockey puck comment, that's too far, man. I can hear it from a room away. That's too much. I'll show you these damn cookies.
Oh, Joe says Rob's cookies come out blacker than him. Rose says 22 minutes for cookies. What the fuck? Are you cooking hockey pucks?
It's altitude over here, okay? It's a little different.
Oh. I was waiting for you to say it's the humidity. So Joe says, Canic guns any good? They're not bad. So G Web says, what about that chat about Australia gun laws today? No power, no internet, no watching of any videos or chats.
I seen it. I'd be happy to tell you about it. Doesn't
Well, go
involve any cooking at all.
I would definitely say.
I thought it was a pretty good show. So a lot of that information I've heard before. Unfortunately, I'm bad as far as remembering the names of it. So G-Webs might be able to throw that out there, but probably be a shock to a lot of people on what the laws are like in Australia, and the fact of defending yourself against anything is an issue. So in a lot of ways, it's similar to some of the crazy bills we see come up around here. So hopefully we never get to that point, because once the guns are gone, you can't even defend yourself in your home, anything. So, you accidentally hurt somebody during a crime, in a sense, and you're going to get in trouble. It's pretty crazy deal.
I know. I was just, some of the, to even like get a firearm in Australia, it's pretty like a pretty big event. I mean, it makes New York look easy. Something like a massive amount of paperwork and everything.
Yeah, I guess according to the guest she had on, the lady whose show it was,
Santee.
it's a lot of money. And basically paperwork and money. So, which sounds, almost similar in the way New York does their stuff, but obviously there's quite a difference. But apparently different levels you could get to where, I guess you could get to what the guy that was there on the show had, handgun or whatnot. So it's definitely quite a difference. Plus, as far as what long guns, I believe you have to be a member of a club, and they had to be locked in a club. So a lot of different rules, regulations.
So I threw the link out there. I don't know if Ghost has a minute and he wants to jump on, but he says that he got the stand today and that he loves it. So there's an upbeat, positive thing that you can take away from your day today.
See? Sure, maybe I can't make chicken fried steak, but I can make the hell out of a display stand.
So what we've come to agree is you need to keep your ass out of the kitchen and do more work other places that can benefit the house.
Exactly. I can agree to that. For everybody out there in the world to hear.
I'm probably not the only one that thinks that you need to keep your ass out of the kitchen. I'm pretty sure Gunpowder Beauty is going, exactly. That's a great place. Just stay out of the dam. How's it going, Ghost?
What's up, homies? How y'all doing?
Not bad at all. Harassing Rob about trying to kill his family with dinner.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
So, which stand did you get from Arnell Displays?
I got the AR stand.
Black or
No, wood.
so?
Well, whatever the natural, I guess you could call it, whatever color.
Gun stock.
There you
I believe
go.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, gun stock.
With the American
Yeah, I
flag.
love the color of the gun stock ones.
So, did you get the American flag on it?
Well, what do you think?
Of course. So,
It'll be displayed Tuesday night, so you'll see it.
so Sergeant Joe Smith said I should move to Arkansas, and I commented that I'm
Yeah,
pretty
sure.
sure you have a restraining order that blocks me from moving to Arkansas. I can
Well,
only
I think it runs out December 31st. So after January 1st, you should be good to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As far as I remember, I think I just did it for the year, so I think you're good. And I promise I won't renew it as long as you just promise to not try to spoon me in public. We'll be fine.
Come on. I mean, it was only one time.
It's all it takes, man. It's all it takes.
Told you people don't like that, man.
Oh, so sounds like you might be getting a little cold.
I just seriously, my wife walked in. She was at a wedding earlier, and she walked in, and I told her it was all I'm allergic to her because I started having like sneezing attack for like 5 minutes. Like as soon as she walked in the door, and I was like, I'm allergic to you. But I got a little allergies, I think.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Probably not a good thing to say to the wife.
Well, I've said worse to her.
Yeah.
She said worse to me. So.
Yep. I think we all have if you've been married over 3 years.
I've been married 25 years, my man.
You got 5 more than I do.
So I think at this point we've earned the right to say whatever the hell we want to say to each other, What you got there, Rob?
He's trying to show
Nestle
that
Toll House chocolate chip cookies.
Nestle Hausa. Yes. Yes. If you watch Friends, you get that. Nestle to house.
he's trying to make up for attempting to kill his family with chicken fried beefsteak.
Here's the thing. You can mess that up pretty easily. It doesn't take much to mess it up. But you put enough white gravy on it, it's still good. And again, he's in New York. You might not use white gravy. I don't know. You might use some weird shit.
I didn't even know you put gravy with it.
Oh my God, you're not from the South.
He was
Chicken
having
fried
trouble.
steak and white gravy is as bad as
pretty bad.
He was having trouble with his Holly Hobby Pretty Princess oven.
Well, it happens. I have problems with my easy bake oven every now and then. The brownies never quite get done,
And keep looking for a stronger light bulb, but then the thing doesn't want to work,
And I even tried to throw like an LED in there, thinking that might help, but no, nothing works.
Maybe an Olight.
I see that, Ozzy. We don't bring up Indy.
So, Gunpowder says gravy is a side dish in the South. No, gravy is the main course. Everything else is the side dish.
That's fair. Yeah, in the South, you have what sauces / gravies you have. That's how people judge the meal, not the what you're putting it on. It's sauces and gravy. If you don't have a good sauce or gravy, then it doesn't matter how good the food is. No one's going to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
The lady is the only one around here that can make good gravy.
I tell you, an easy way to make quick, decent white gravy, and I know it's going to sound weird, but it's a little trick if you've got like no time and all that. All you need is whatever grease is left over, like save your grease, oil and grease and all that in your pan, and throw a can of cream of mushroom soup and mix all that grease in the soup, and it works better than nothing. I mean, it's better than not having anything. But yeah, all that grease, whatever you use to cook in, throw a little can of cream of mushroom soup, you're good to go.
It's not hard to do gravy. I mean, and
No, not at all.
especially if you're doing a brown gravy, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, you can make white gravy pretty easily, but you can mess it up. It's hard, but you can mess it up. But they sell a lot of white gravy packets that you can, pre-made stuff. You add water or whatever, and good to go. It's better than nothing. But once you kind of get the idea of it, yeah, white gravy will save a lot of dishes.
So Jesse's getting on you about giving away gravy secrets. It says it's a Texas sin.
Well, considering she doesn't live in Texas anymore, and neither do I think we're safe. Honestly, it sucks. Is I'll always be a Texan, but I've lived in Arkansas now longer than I lived in Texas. It's getting pretty close. It's about the same, I guess, which is kind of crazy to me. So, at what point do I become an Arkansan? Will I ever be a true Arkansan, or will I always be a Texan?
You'll always be a Texan.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because it's just like if my dad was born in Missouri, and to the day he died, he always would say, "You know what? I'm from the Show Me State. You're just gonna have to prove that to me."
Yeah, it's one of those that. Yeah, it's weird because in Arkansas, like where I'm at, I've been here almost 20 years now. And it's like, I'll always be like an outsider a little bit because I wasn't born and raised here, you know what I'm saying? But I've been away from Texas since I was, for 20 plus years or whatever. And it's like, but it's still like home. When I say I'm going home, like when I say I'm going to Dallas, like I always say I'm going home. Even though I haven't lived there since I was 18 years old,
Yeah, I keep trying to talk the wife into moving back to the South, and I always say I want to go back home. And I was in Louisiana for a while, but
that's a whole other issue with Louisiana, man. It's weird folk down there.
It depends on where you are.
Explains a lot.
All you got to do is watch an episode of Duck Dynasty and understand what Louisiana is about.
Hey, now, that's a little close to home.
Hey,
all my dad's side of the family is in Shreveport area.
Shreveport's not bad. I guess
Ritter.
I used to go to Shreveport every now and then. I used to go to Monroe pretty frequently every now and then for a while. You
Yep.
rode like what, an hour and a half or so from Shreveport, roughly.
Yeah. See, even Sergeant Joe says that that gravy is the main course.
Well, I'm telling you, man, people judge your cooking by your sauces and gravy in the South, not the actual food.
Yeah.
You're in Seattle. You're in Washington area, right? Not Oregon, right? Or are you in Oregon?
I'm Southern Oregon.
Okay.
I'm originally from Washington.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was born in Everett. The hospital that I was born at burnt down like a year after I was born.
Yeah.
I'm in
You
Washington.
know the Thunder Ranch is for sale, right? You know Clint's retiring. You got $6.5 million. You can buy Thunder Ranch.
How about you loan me $13 million? I'll give you back $2 million, and then I'll buy the ranch.
Yeah, that works out well, doesn't
The
it?
hens just chip in on it. You guys all go in there. You got your own mountain and range, and
I actually heard a rumor, and I don't know the validity of it. I haven't confirmed it yet, but I heard. I'm not going to mention any names yet until I do confirm it. But I heard there's a group of 3 or 4 like famous like firearms instructors that might go in on it together and buy it, so it doesn't fall in the wrong hands, which I think could be awesome.
Hmm.
And then
I
they'll
wonder
do it. Huh?
I said, I wonder if one of them is the one that I'm thinking it might be.
I don't know. But put in the side chat and I'll let you know.
It's a shame he doesn't have a understudy or kid or something that's gonna take
Well,
over.
he's got
continue it on.
a lot of staff that work there, but I don't think any of them, can afford to buy the place. It's a huge place. But yeah, I mean, from what I heard, like I said, I can't tell you if it's true or not, but 3 or 4 pretty famous instructors might go in as a group, and then they'll all do stuff up there, but like once a year, like have Clint come in and do like a class or something. That would be awesome. No, that's not one of them. He doesn't have. No, there's no way he does it.
No?
No, we're talking upper echelon, like tier 1 instructors.
Oh. Well then.
No
Yeah,
offense
okay.
to him. No offense to him, but he's not there yet. No, we're talking like you start putting a Mount Everest of instructors out there, those type guys.
Well then I'm pretty sure I know one of them.
Probably. Well, you'll have heard of all of them if you know. But, yeah, I hope. I don't know if it's true or not. I hope it does come to fruition, because I would hate for Thunder Ranch to just go away.
Yeah, because it'd be kind of crappy if it fell into like a Bloom Turd's hand.
Or even worse, a real estate developer's hand.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Thunder Ranch means a lot to a lot of people.
I would have always, liked to have taken a class there, a course or whatever, but the money, oh my goodness. I'm not, not saying
here's the thing: it's
whether
not
it's
even
worth it or
just
not.
it's not even like just the class cost. It's getting out there also. You got to add $1,000 to get out there.
Yeah.
It'd be worth it,
and,
man. I kick myself for not going. I had an opportunity to go a couple years ago, and I kicked myself for not. But it's a lot of money, like you said.
Yeah. Wish would have been nice. Something like that. Definitely be enjoyable. So
For sure.
I'm sure a lot of people, well, some people obviously got to go. So that's what would have been nice, but carried on in a sense, and there'd still be hope that one day my broke ass might be able to make it there.
Right. Well, and I think a lot of it comes down to also is I'm hoping if it is bought and kept in a training facility, that maybe the staff that has worked there for a while will have the opportunity to remain there, you know, almost be caretakers of Clint's legacy almost, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hell no, Double D. That's funny in a lot of ways. I'm surprised Clover hadn't shown up and thrown the hashtag just by that name being mentioned. So how are you guys doing? Foss, you're being quiet. What's up with you, man? All right.
He's sleeping.
He's pulling a Gizzard Gary, sleeping on the job.
Yeah.
You have to refer to him by his new name, which is Viral Host.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mr. 250,000 view video.
Which video went viral?
His why Biden shouldn't be impeached video.
Oh, I bet that went viral.
16 seconds and it's like 250,000 views, like 300 new subscribers. Yeah, he's riding the high.
Nice. How many negative comments and thumbs down that thing got? Just from the title alone, people didn't even watch the video, you know?
Well, it's mostly positive, you know, and then kind of getting the Biden supporters starting to come in now and thumbs down stuff.
Yeah. Have fun with it.
Well, yeah, it's just
catching a wave is fun, man. Just ride as long as you can.
it was scary at first because
Yeah.
you know I'm a small little channel that you know barely anybody knows I'm here, and then by accident, just bam, you know what happens, and then you're kind of watching it all happen, and you can't control anything that's going on, and
Nope. Like I said, just enjoy it, man. I'll put it to you this way. Hickok shot a pumpkin, and look where he is now. I mean, literally, he shot a pumpkin one day, and now he's Hickok. Funny things have happened.
G-Web says 263,389 views, September 12th, 2021, 1,936 comments.
That's awesome. That is awesome, man.
So everyone keep Rob's woman and children in your prayers because because they're gonna consume the cookies.
They said they were great and actually meant it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at the comment on the screen.
That's just stage talk.
I don't hear any noise in the background, so the arsenic may have already kicked in.
Can't give away secrets like that, man. They could use this in his trial.
There won't be any trial. There was nothing in the cookies.
You notice how quickly he put that disclaimer out there.
I'll testify.
Hey, you got to be careful with these guys.
I heard him say it. He was angry. Didn't know what
You know,
to
all you
do.
gotta do is clip about 5 seconds, and it looks really bad. I'm just saying. You know.
Here's CNN again.
Yep.
So, have you gotten any new firearms there, Ghost?
I've got my rifle supposed to be delivered Tuesday, so the next voyage with long range precision starts Tuesday. I got my scope came in today, my bipod came in today. Supposed to get the rifle, the case, all that supposed to be here Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, I'll be diving into long range stuff as of Tuesday. I cannot wait. I haven't been this excited in a long time. I get excited with every gun and all that, but I've been wanting to do this for a couple of years and saved up the money, and now we're gonna make it happen. So I'm really excited about it.
So, when's the RCBS Chucker gonna be showing up, or are you going with a Dylan?
So luckily, a good friend of mine, actually several friends of mine, but one friend here, he has built a man cave around his Dylan press, and that's his hobby. He shoots still a lot, but he just likes to reload. And so I talked to him about 2 weeks ago when I started getting real serious about this, and I said, look, if I buy all of the projectiles, of powder, the dies, the primers, and brass, I bring it all. Can I just use your press? And he's like, absolutely. So I don't have to worry about buying a press. I just have to buy the supplies, which is, it is what it is. It's going to cost some money, but in the long run, it'll pay dividend. But yeah, luckily I don't have to do that because I can go over there and use his press anytime he said. So I'm happy about that.
So, I hear Lee dies are pretty good dies, and they're not super expensive.
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't even started looking at all that stuff yet, because for the first probably couple hundred shots, like the first probably 50 or probably 60 shots, I'm going to use some S&B to do the barrel break in, and then just kind of get the feel of the rifle. And then I'm going to start going into match grade. I'm going to go and get like about 5 different, get about 100 rounds, get about 5 different brands and all of that of match grade ammo, and kind of see what shoots well with the rifle, and then get the load data for that. I know it's not going to be exact, but at that point I'm going to get the load data for that, and then kind of start tweaking it until I kind of dial it in using that old brass. So it'll probably take me a while, but that's why I'm doing this now, is I can spend all wintertime getting used to the rifle, figuring out what load data and recipe that I want to go with, getting that down before next spring when some of these shoots will start happening in March and April. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be, I know that a lot of people are using, was it Nosler projectiles, and they say that they're pretty good. So, but that's as far as I've gotten. I haven't even really started looking at the reloading stuff, because the first couple hundred shots I'm going to be using, some S&B stuff, and then go into match grade to kind of figure out where I want to go with it, what grain and all that. A lot of people are shooting either 140 or 142 in the 6.5 Creed. So for the competition, so I'm going to get a couple of different ones and kind of figure out which one I like, and then not necessarily reverse engineer, but kind of get that load data and then start tweaking it until I get really what I want.
Yeah. So I see we got Roro out in the crowd. Welcome.
So, Row.
Yeah. Are you gonna do videos on your break-in period? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna do videos. I'm basically gonna do a whole series on this. So every kind of step that I take, I'll be doing it. I'll do reviews on the rifle and the bipod and the scope and all that. But yeah, I'll definitely do one on the break-in period. I'll do one in, the different match grade ammo and all that. I'll do as many videos as I can because the whole, not just for me, but like part of this project is to help people that want to get involved with this and kind of learn from my mistakes and all of that stuff. And maybe I help someone that's, a year or two now wants to get into precision shooting. So yeah, I want to document pretty much everything and then go from there. That's the plan, at least I should say.
yeah, I know. There's a few videos out there that are show for like long range break-in barrels, like for doing leading of the barrel, and using more of your cast rounds. But I think that's probably a little different than where you're going to be going.
Yeah, I'm just going to go kind of just basic break-in. Like I'm going to get 20 rounds. And I'm just going to go SMB, and first 5 rounds I'm going to shoot and then clean after each round, the first 5 shots. And then I'll do 5 shots clean, 5 shots clean, 5 shots clean. And I've got some stuff from Modern Spartan stuff that's a leading and copper kind of a solution that's supposed to take a lot of the lead and copper out. And I'll be using that throughout that process as well. So that's what I plan on doing, and hopefully it works.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into that kind, and I've heard some people that say you want to leave some of the lead in the barrel to help.
Yeah, I think it's better to, from what I gather. Like once again, I'm a newbie, so I tell you a great place for people want to know is snipershide.com. It is an unbelievable forum with like really knowledgeable people that have been there and done that. But a lot of people are saying that it's better to leave some lead, try to get as much of the copper out as you can, but leaving some lead isn't necessarily a terrible thing, but you want to get most of it out there. You just want to make sure that the rifling is going to be smooth and nothing's going to hiccup through the barrel. But there's some people who will say that the break-in period should be 50 to 100 rounds. You see some people will tell you it should be 10 to 20 rounds. So I think there's different ways of doing it. Clover was actually telling me that there's a solution from that Wheeler makes. It's about a $50 thing, and you're able to coat the projectiles with this stuff, and it really helps as well. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet or not, but he's done it before with this Wheeler stuff, and it's supposedly works really well. But and like I said, I'm not going to try to go like too crazy and try to get it perfect. I just want to get the initial break-in period, get as much of the copper, as much of the lead out, but I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I'll do 20 shots, and if I start seeing some weird things happening, then whatever. But by 20 shots, I should be able to get a pretty good grouping and be able to get it done as well as I can. But yeah, I mean, there's some people who are going to spend thousands of dollars on a barrel. So yeah, they're probably going to take it a little bit more seriously than I am.
Yeah, there's definitely some expensive long range barrels out there if you want to get into it, and some very expensive long range rifles. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's probably more than some of the ones I've seen, but I saw one rifle that was going for $12,500.
Oh yeah, you can get into like a Shytech or a Macmillan or something like that for it's going to cost you 12 to 15 grand just for the rifle. You know, there's guys out there that'll spend 25 to $30,000 on their rifle and scope. You know, no doubt. I'm not that guy, but there are out there that do that.
I know the Barrett 417 that I would love to add to my collection is right about a $13,000 rifle.
Yeah, that 417 is really good. I would say, I mean, like, you know, there's two rifles that I would love to have one day. One, I would love a Macmillan 338 Lapua, just because that's kind of the designated marksman rifle that I got to shoot a little bit in the Marines, and I loved it. But if I could go and like say for precision, like I'm sure there's better stuff out there. But man, those Shytechs are awesome rifles. They really are. They're great rifles. And that 417 is really damn good too. But yeah, I mean, you're talking about all of those are going to be that $10,000 to $15,000 range for the rifle, you know. And here's the problem with some of those is some of those rifles, like that barrel, depending on, especially when you start getting into like the higher, like, you know, 408s and 338 Lapuas and 50 BMG, you're talking about at most 1,000 rounds before you got to switch barrels. So how much you think those barrels, like you're not going to buy a $15,000 rifle and put a $300 barrel in there, you know? So once a year, once every 2 years, you might be spending another 2 or 3 grand on a new barrel for those rifles. So the upkeep is crazy high too.
Yes. And the ammo. You know, the ammo is not very cheap either.
Yeah, you start getting those large calibers, you're talking $3 to $5 per round, you know.
Yeah. Right now, you can find 50 BMG that's, you know, at a decent price at like $3 a round, instead of $5 to $8 a round.
Yeah, I want to say Clover found some American Eagle 50 for like $29 for a box of 10, you know. So the 50 is probably cheaper now than like, I mean, not necessarily cheaper, but what it normally is, you can find like 50 probably cheaper than what you can find 6.5 Creed. Because 6.5 Creed is still expensive right now, you know. For 6.5 Creed, you're talking about $1.50 to $2 a round night now for 6.5 Creed, which is crazy.
Well, it is the new Hollywood round, you know. It's that designer round that everybody wants.
Yeah, and you got another thing is you know, a lot of these manufacturers, the ammo companies were so big into getting 223 and 9mm out this year that they weren't producing much 6.5. Well, guess what's getting ready to happen in the next month or so? Hunting season's coming around, so you know that's just there's not the supply out there that there normally is.
Yeah, like last year, I know some of the 7.62 by 51 was going for $250 a round because it was hard to find.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thunk that basically a 308 is going to be $250 a round? That's crazy, you know.
Yep. You know, it's when the perfect storms hit.
This
So
stuff
anyone
keeps
else
happening, man. By next year, you might be doing long range with a 22, just aiming at the sky, hoping it falls in the right field.
No joke, right? I tell you what, there are some pretty cool videos out there of, you know, people reaching out to a mile or maybe just a little, you know, with a 22 LR. I mean, you know, it's like holy shit, you know. But there's There's people that can do it. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, like the long range black rifle stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah,
For
there's some
shooting
really
like a
cool stuff out
mile.
there. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. There's a lot of projectiles and cartridges that I would never thought that could be, you know, quote unquote long range stuff. That given the right load and the right rifle and the right weather conditions can really, really go a long ways.
Or you just put it in Jerry Michelet's hand and he can make a revolver hit, what was that, 500 or 500 yards at it with a 9mm.
You know,
Yeah.
if you would have
It's
said
all about
anybody
that
but
drop in
Jerry, I
windage,
would have
I guess.
questioned it. Yeah, if you would have said anybody but Jerry, I would question it. But even the most outrageous thing you say, you put Jerry Miculek in there in the sentence, and you're like, yeah, that sounds about right.
He's got the video up on his channel where
No, I'm
he
saying, but anybody
yeah.
but him, you'd question it, you know?
Oh hell yeah, you'd be like, yeah, somebody else was off the camera side and probably shot it, you know.
Someone was down there with a hammer, you know? Ding!
I was taking some longer shots with 22 just for fun. Can't really state distance how far it was because it was just for fun, but it is pretty neat. Yeah, and obviously trying to go too far, like if you got a scope or something, you run out of room. I mean, you're coming off your lines or dots or whatever because there just ain't no room in the tube left. I think it's like 7 inches. Was it 7 inches of drop and 100 yards? I think it is with 22, something like that. 6.8, depending on what you're ground or whatever. So,
Yeah,
but taking
that
some
by
across the
17.
lake.
That's what a mile is.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Trying to shoot across this lake at a rim, you take the shot and basically had to aim like over, past your sights, take the shot, and then you can kind of relax, and then you hear a ding hitting the rim. So it's pretty fun. I thought it'd be interesting to see people try to do that, honestly, and get that off with one shot or something, because that's it's the same theory. It's just kind of harder and more like mortaring it in, I guess.
I'd put 20 on Clover being able to do it on his first shot.
You're outside your mind. I'll take that bet.
I'll tell you, get Clover to agree to it.
Yeah, right.
So we should make a new sport, like broke long range, and people show up with 22s.
That would be awesome. That would be hilarious. I'll tell you one of the coolest things I ever saw was when Charlie was trying to get 6,000 yards a couple of years ago, and the travel time was 24 seconds on average. And you're sitting there, and he's shooting a 408 Tejas, and you're pulling that trigger, and you've got to wait almost 30 seconds for impact. That was kind of like crazy, it's like, holy cow. 24 seconds of travel time.
So Defense Dad says Jerry Miculek or Chuck Norris. Who would you pick for your backup? And go. Well, Miculek. I mean,
Miculek.
It depends on your situation. Now, if it's, hand-to-hand combat and there's, 15 people, I may go with Chuck Norris over Jerry.
You know how quickly Jerry can get 15 shots off?
Well, yes. But if you're in a
hand-to-hand, say, hold on, Jerry, before it's over with.
Chuck might break a hip.
Well, that's true. Jerry's not young either, though, bro. So let's be real.
Yeah, but he's got a gun.
He doesn't have to do the kicking, though. He can just draw, and a 15-round mag will be done in so short a time that they wouldn't even know that he drew before they were dead.
Or he'd do it with a revolver just to, make it a little more sporting.
He would do a revolver with some speed loaders just to make it, make it hard for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Mitchell A. That's not even a question, man.
Because here's the thing, it's not like just handguns. You can literally put any kind of weapon system in front of Mikulik, and he's going to be awesome at it. Like, even if he didn't have a gun on him, but he saw something on the ground, he'd still be awesome with it. Whatever it was, he'd be good with it.
He'd be able to throw it better than the average person can shoot it.
True. I guarantee it.
Or if he saw that you had a gun on you and he didn't, he'd just take yours.
Oh, I'd throw it to him. I'd say, here, take mine. You got my back here. Here's a gun. You do your thing.
So that guy is fast. I'm sure everybody's seen it, but where he's gone after the records, the revolver reloads and stuff. I mean, it's like, what? Like, you feel like you got ripped off. Like, wait a minute, I got to see that again. It happened so quick. My goodness.
The funny thing is I got a chance to hang out with them for about 45 minutes at a range day in Vegas a couple of years ago. And we were just talking. I just looked at him. I said, "Do you remember your first gun you ever, had?" And he goes, "Like the first one I ever had, or first one I bought?" I was like, "No, the first one you ever had." And he goes, "Yeah, I was like 8 years old. It was some 22." And he was like, I said, were you good right away? And he goes, "Oh, it's terrible. I couldn't hit a can from 10 feet away or whatever." I'm just thinking that's crazy to me. I know he's 8 years old, but you think of like Jerry, he had to be like born naturally good at shooting, but he said he was terrible, for, a couple of years. But it's like, there's no way that this guy holds like world records on everything. And he was, even at 8 years old, he was bad. I don't believe it. I believe he was probably pretty damn good, but he still remembers the very first rifle or gun that he ever had. And that's crazy. Imagine how many guns that guy's had,
More than all of us combined probably will ever have.
Exactly.
So, his daughter is damn good also in her shooting.
No, she's a world champion, yeah. I think she's for SIG, I believe. I think she
Yeah.
shoots for SIG.
Now, did his wife shoot professionally?
Oh yeah, the whole family. And the funny thing is from I can't remember, but I want to say that Lena's husband is like the gunsmith. I mean, like he's like a master gunsmith also. So like the whole family's involved in it somehow.
There's a video, I think it's on Lena's channel, it may be on Jerry's, where she does a tribute to her mom and uses the firearm that her mom, it was like a rifle that was cut down, or a custom-made pistol, and showed some of the shots that her mom used to do and some of the positions that she had to shoot in. And yeah, she does pretty damn good with that.
Yeah, I've never seen her shoot in person, but they say Lena's is about as good as anybody. So I'd love to see like her and Julie Golub or someone go head to head. That'd be a great one to watch.
There's video of her out shooting her dad. Or he let her outshoot him. One of the two.
Knowing him, I don't think he lets anybody outshoot him. So if she beat him, then she beat him. I mean, she's damn good.
Yeah. It's a cool hobby for a family. in a sense. In my opinion, it's better than football or something. So at least it's something that could put food on the table or defend your life. So that's pretty cool.
So Mr. Foss is throwing out links out in the crowd for everyone for New York's channel, Ghost's channel out there. So pretty sure we're all subscribed. So what do you think of Clover's new channel? That's all about helping us PewTubers out.
It's the same stuff he's been doing for a while, just separated out now.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. We've been talking about it for a while now. And the main reason why is he wanted, like Foss said, he just wanted to separate that from. He wanted the Clover Tech to be firearms, and let the nerd stuff and the, as he calls it, but the YouTube stuff stand on its own. So that's why he separated it. But yeah, I think he's helped a lot of people. So yeah, good for him.
Anytime people ask questions on something about YouTube, I'm like, dude, I'd contact Clover. Definitely, he's probably got videos on there. I'd be going and looking at that. So I always direct people to him because I know he's helped me a lot and starting to understand certain things. Yeah, I haven't put everything into getting the channel going, which I gotta definitely start focusing on. But buying the house has got to be my number one priority right now.
Family comes first, man. You got to do all that private life stuff first.
I don't want to pull a Rob D and try killing my family while cooking because I screwed something up.
As long as you make some good cookies later, it's okay.
Well, the fact that someone from New York is trying to cook country fried steak is that. I mean, that don't even try, bro. Stick with like the meatloaf or something.
Yeah. That was a gift. I got a big freezer box package thing a while ago. So I got all excited because I seen Omaha Steaks and shit. I love steak. And I opened it up and it was like everything but steak. So I was kind of shocked. But so I figured, I don't know, give it a try. I followed the directions.
Yeah, the Omaha steak stuff is pretty good. I got a buddy who lives in Omaha, and he sends me a care package of it every year.
Well, you should thank Defense Dad for that. Giving you a bad time. Thank you for throwing out my Patreon link. I never friggin' think about mentioning that.
I wouldn't either with 40 Life included in the name, just saying.
Glock guy.
I don't care. I don't care what the firearm is, as long as it's a 40 cal and not MMP.
Not an
Ooh.
I got a buddy has the Performance Center compact. It's pretty nice.
I love an M&P. I just don't like the trigger. If they would ever do anything, I mean, it was one of those things you just change out the trigger. But I love the way it feels and all that. I just don't like them. The triggers on the M&Ps are just not very good.
I'll give it that. Yeah. triggers are definitely room for improvement, but anything I think you can come accustomed to. Obviously, you might not want to, but I think you can come accustomed to it. So, I don't know. I like them, but obviously I like them, but I like all different firearms. It's just good deal for what you get money wise, in my opinion, and it's you don't have to join the Glock club, so it's a win-win.
No, I hear you. You need to jump on the Canik bandwagon. You love a Canik, I promise you.
Canik doesn't make 40.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. And I wonder why that is, man. Why do they not make 40? That's a wonderful question.
Because they have a bunch of limp wristers working there.
No, it's because they recognize the true champion of calibers. They make nothing
10
but
millimeter. Are they making 10 millimeter now?
I'll give you 10. The only thing good about a 40 is you can interchange a 357 SIG barrel in it. That's the only thing good about a 40.
And we know why you like that 357 SIG. It's a 40 neck down to a 9 mil.
About that. No, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of it, but I'd take a 357 SIG over a 40. Yeah, 10 millimeter.
definitely
I'll give you 10 millimeter. I can't argue the 10 millimeter. That's pretty damn good.
I'm looking at a Beretta 96, but gonna have to break down and get the wife a 38 revolver before I can go get a Beretta 96.
Well, you can find them out there for pretty good prices.
I was thinking about getting her, like a Taurus 38.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick those up for like $150, $220, and then that leaves $700 to go get a Beretta 96.
You cheap bastard. It's a little one-sided, isn't it? Pick that up for $150.
At least get her a 357 Magnum so that she can still shoot 38, but she also has the opportunity to shoot in 357 as well.
And everybody just got to hear her yell at me for that one.
Good. That's like saying I can get her at High Point while I go get my nice gun.
She's probably done that too.
No, I have never bought a High Point. And I can't talk her into getting a Sky.
Are you trying to have something bad happen to her? I mean,
you trying to talk her into buying a Sky? What's wrong with you?
What's going on here?
So Rob is at least trying to like sneakily kill his family. You're straight up saying, "I want you to die."
A shame.
Oh.
He's putting traces of arsenic in the cookies and in the chicken fried steak, and you're just straight up saying, "Here, I want this to explode in your hand."
No arsenic. Chicken fried steak, that may be negligence or something, but it is not intentional.
Oh, he's blamed everything on the chicken fried. I mean, first it was I didn't start my show on time, so he had to cook dinner. Then it was the oven decided it wasn't going to work properly.
It's all relevant.
Holy cow! I didn't realize it was that late, homies. I gotta go. I didn't realize I gotta be at work early in the morning. But you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to y'all soon.
Yep. Stay safe.
Take care, man.
So, Defense Dad says he'll sell an EAA cheap. You pay me $300 and I'll think about taking it. We got Tim S out in the crowd. Welcome. And Defense Dad said Rob should have just called DoorDash. So.
Oh, stuff's too much money.
So how did your show go last weekend? Talking about EDC gear.
Well, nobody showed up, so we showed pictures of their EDC and made fun of them. It was okay. It just, would have been better. The couple other people couldn't make it. So, it was just Baron and myself.
Yep. So, Rob, if you weren't behind the Iron Curtain of New York, and you could have any firearm for your EDC, would it still be the MMP?
MP5.
How the hell do you think you're going to conceal that? Or are you planning on open carrying
Said
it?
anything about conceal?
It's a loose jacket. It'll fit under there.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really considered it, honestly.
So
I'd probably just get full size or standard magazines in a sense and keep what I got.
So when you move out of New York, are you going to get a true AR that actually has some features, or are you going to stick with your New York compliant?
Oh gosh, that'll be stripped. Yeah, I'll definitely swap things around with that. Be happy to do that.
Mr. Foss, if you could have any EDC gun, what would it be?
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with mine. P30 in 40 cal. Although last time I was at the gun shop, they had a used car K40 that I looked at. Oh, when I picked it up, it was, I don't know I've never felt a gun that felt perfect. It fit my hand so well. But I had just bought that Derringer, so I didn't buy it.
I don't know. That would have probably been a little hard. I probably would not have picked and passed on that. I would have had to definitely add that to the collection. I mean, as long as the price is, not exorbitant.
It was I think $650, but they're expensive new. So
yeah, $650 would have been a great pickup.
If they would have had layaway, it would have gone on layaway. But
the credit card is just the same as layaway.
Well, my accountant wouldn't have been very happy with that.
Well, pretty soon you'll be up over 1,000, And then that's when you can say, well, it's a business write-off, hon.
No.
I mean, you gotta justify that. Defense Dad says, Jesus, Rob, at least you could get the Performance Center version.
You got a point there. I did want the core model, but they gave me a hassle trying to get it here. So, yeah, maybe I would step up to that.
Well, guys, you want to do closing plugs and get out of here so I can get some food for the wife and not try killing her?
Well, I'll say there were links to. I think I got everybody that was on the chat. Check them out. Maybe give them a sub, or I know there's some people out in the side chat there that have some dandy channels. Go check out their channels, or better yet, start one yourself. You never know who wants to hear what you have to say.
Rob, you got any closing plugs?
Thanks for having me. Eat a salad. I normally cook better. Don't believe anything G23 says. And have a great evening.
Enjoy, everybody, and we shall see you next.
In a world of uncertainty and turmoil, one man stands alone, along with his faithful sidekick. A man who entertains and educates the masses weekly, 70% of the time. Born out of the dusty plains of Washington State, now from the coastal forests of Oregon. The man, the myth, the man, G23.